All right, everybody. Welcome to our full body fitness training program. Today, I'm going to be taking you through a full body circuit. We're going to be hitting 6 rounds with 30 seconds of exercise each round and a 15-second rest in between, followed by a 45-second recovery after number 6. Get some water, stretch out, and follow along with me as I take you through each one of the exercises. Round 1 is going to be plank to press up K to E's. So those are knees to elbows. We're starting here in a standard plank position. And I'm going to press one hand into the mat or ground, pushing up to the other hand into a full push-up position, arms extended down from your shoulders, fingers spread wide, and then we're going to bring one knee up to the elbow, repeating on the other side, always focusing on our breath in through our nose, out through our mouth, and then lowering back down. So full speed, that's going to look like this. Round 2 is reverse lunges. We're going to be stepping back into a reverse lunge position, lowering down both legs to 90 degrees, hands at center, elbows in, stepping back up to stance, repeating on the other side. Round 3 are core twisters. There's a couple different variations of these depending on difficulty level. So we can start seated with our feet flat on the ground, back is straight, holding my hands at center here, and rotating at my hips, and turning my core to either side, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth the whole time. The next level up would be to raise your feet off the ground. You can have your feet crisscrossed or straight out in front of you, and continuing that motion, rotating in the hips, building rotational strength and stability throughout our core. And the final level would be to add weight, be a medicine ball, a dumbbell, a paint can, whatever you have laying around, and we're then rotating to either side. Round 4 is push-ups to shoulder taps. Starting in a standard push-up position, arms at shoulder width apart or slightly wider, legs shoulder width apart, straight back, keeping our back straight and our core engaged the whole time, fingers pressing down into the ground. We want to activate all the muscles here from our fingertips to our toes, breathing in as we go down, out as we come up. And then I'm tapping the opposite shoulder with each hand, keeping my core as stable as possible, trying to minimize any sway back and forth. Breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth, and tapping. Number 5 might be my favorite leg exercise. We're doing some jump squats, keeping these solid, controlled, but fluid. So we're going to squat down, hands at center, at least 90 degrees, and then I'm going to explode upwards, driving my hands back, pointing my toes toward the ground as I jump up, and then back into that squat position. Number 6 is called beast crunches, and we're going to be starting these in beast pose, which is our hands placed flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. They're going to be at about head level with my arms fully extended. My knees should be in line with my belly button, my toes curled into the ground. I'm going to lift my knees off the ground just slightly, about 2 to 3 inches. And from here, all I'm doing is bringing my knee to my opposite elbow, keeping those arms straight, raising that knee to touch the opposite elbow, and then back into our beast pose. It's not a very wide range of motion. It's a very effective crunch movement. It really activates our abs and obliques while we're keeping the rest of our core stabilized in that beast pose position. All right, timer set for 30-second rounds with 15 seconds in between. Round 1 is going to be our plank up K's to E's. So we're doing the plank to press up and then bringing that knee up to the elbow, keeping our core engaged the whole time, back straight, forearms pressing down into the ground. Here we go. Up, bring that knee up, keeping our back straight, back down to the ground, back up to our hands, repeating for 30 seconds. Keep that breath under control. Keep the motion in our core under control. Make sure we're keeping our core stable, supporting our spine, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth the whole time. Almost there. 15 seconds rest. Then we're on to our reverse lunges. So we're up to our feet. Standing position. Remember to lower down to just about 90 degrees, not touching that rear knee to the ground. Slow and controlled, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth, in as we go down, out as we stand up. Almost there. Rest. 15 seconds rest, and then we're back down to the ground for core twisters. Remember, for these, weight is optional. I'm going to be using the 10-pound medicine ball with mine. You can have your feet planted or elevated. Find what's challenging but doable for you. Push yourself. But make sure if you're feeling any pain or extreme discomfort, we stop, scale it back. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, through all of these exercises. With this one, really make sure we're getting that rotation in our hips, keeping our core stable, our back straight. Rest. All right, 15 seconds rest. Then we're on to our push-ups to shoulder taps or shoulder tap push-ups. Standard push-up position, legs straight back, fingers pressing down into the ground. Here we go. You can double these up. Or do a single tap each time you come up. Rest. 15 seconds rest. We're on to our jump squats. Back up to our feet. Breathing in through our nose as we're lowering down. And we're going to breathe out through our mouth as we're exploding up. Keep these slow and controlled. Once again, not collapsing down into our knees and hips, letting our muscles do the work. Be mindful of what you're doing with your body, keeping your back straight, keep your breath steady. All right, 15 seconds. We're down on the ground doing beast crunches. All right, bringing that knee to the opposite elbow. It's simple. This is a great exercise for your obliques, your core in general. Just light tap on that elbow. Hands are at head level. Toes curled back into the ground. Knees at belly button position until we're turning and bringing that knee to the opposite elbow. Nice work. Great work. Like I said, you're going to run that back 3 to 5 times in total, or for however much time you have. If it's less time, if it's more time, you make the most of it. Don't push it past an hour. Don't hesitate to rewind to review any of the movements. You can rewind the circuit back and follow along with me, or download the routine and get at it on your own time. Either way, you pick the time, make the most of that time, and move on your time. I hope everybody has a great day.